Most people who spend their days behind a spray gun know that by the third hour, your hand starts to feel like it's been through a workout it never asked for. That is exactly where this Graco unit tries to change the narrative. It is not just another piece of hardware. It is clearly designed for someone who is actually going to be holding it for 8 hours a day. The first thing you notice is the weight, or rather the lack of it. It feels incredibly light, which is a massive relief when you are trying to keep a steady hand on a long wall. The handle has this contoured shape that just sits naturally in the palm, so you aren't constantly fighting to keep a grip on it. What really makes a difference, though, is the trigger adjustment. You can tweak the fit to match your own hand size, which sounds like a small detail until you realize you aren't cramping up halfway through the job. It is one of those things that makes you wonder why every manufacturer hasn't figured this out yet. Then there is the swivel at the base. If you have ever dealt with a hose that fights you every time you move, you will appreciate how this thing just glides. It takes the tension out of the line, making the whole process feel much more fluid. Now, the real party trick here is the ProConnect system. If you have ever had a gun go down in the middle of a project, you know the frustration of needing a toolbox just to get back to work. With this, you can swap out the cartridge in seconds without touching a single tool. It is honestly brilliant for keeping the momentum going when you are on a tight deadline. The RAC 517 tip that comes with it is a solid workhorse, too, providing a consistent fan that doesn't leave you guessing. But look, it is not perfect. While the build quality is top tier, the trigger pull can feel a little bit light for some users who are used to a more mechanical, heavy-duty resistance. It takes a minute to get used to the sensitivity, and if you are not careful, you might find yourself spraying a bit more than you intended when you first pick it up. Also, while the ambidextrous lock is a nice touch for switching hands, it can feel a little stiff right out of the box. You might need to work it back and forth a few times before it feels truly smooth. Still, when you weigh the comfort against those minor quirks, it is hard to argue with the results. It is built for people who want to finish the job without feeling like they need a massage afterward. If you're tired of fighting your equipment, this is probably the upgrade that makes the most sense for your kit. It is reliable, it is smart, and it actually respects the fact that you have a long day of work ahead of you.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.